Hey guys, what's up? Z3KO Trinity here. I am so sorry for the inconvenience. I have to take my mom to the doctor's tomorrow. I did not know that she had a doctor's appointment. And it's exactly 3 o'clock when her appointment is, and I will not be getting back home until about 5 o'clock. So I could not do the horror vlog tomorrow at all. So I decided to do it today. I hope to God that it's okay for everybody. I hate if you guys miss it. Hi, Tara. I hope to God that Isaac, what's up, my friend? Hope to God it's okay. If you missed the live stream, I am terribly sorry. It's just things like that seem to happen. I always plan stuff and they usually get ruined regardless. So, but enough of that. Let's get into the horror talk. Today's topic, as you could read from the description, is games. Games. Games! Games! I can go on and on. But horror video games. What do you guys think about them? Do you like them? Do you wish they wouldn't make them? I, for one, absolutely love horror video games. Whether it's a name brand game like Until Dawn or the Silent Hill series, or just a B-rated one like Little Nightmares and Amnesia and The Town of Light that I played. Whether it's a B-rated game, whether it's an indie game, whether it's a true game, like standalone horror game, I love every last one of them. My top favorite is the Silent Hill games. These were the very first horror video games I've ever played. I wish to God I had the first one. The first one now is like $100. I prefer horror movies. Yeah, but the games are so much fun though. It puts you right into them and you're like, I wish I had the first Silent Hill game. If I wanted it, I'd have to pay like over $200 for it because they barely made a lot of them. But I've got all the Silent Hill games, and I've got the other ones for PS3 just still on my shelf. I kind of just grabbed the PS2 ones for now. This is my #1 favorite game ever made, Silent Hill 4: The Room. It's just perfect, very perfect. But I love horror video games. And just to throw this out there, I wish to God PT was real. I wish that they would never have had that battle with Hideo Kojima. I wish to God he would have just made Silent Hills, because that game would have been the scariest game on the entire planet, in my personal opinion. But I love the adrenaline you get. Ever play The Suffering or Manhunt? I've played Manhunt. I have not played The Suffering. I'm not sure what The Suffering is actually. I don't think I remember that one. I'm going to look that one up as soon as the video is done. Okay. But I have played Manhunt. That was pretty cool. I liked it. Clock Tower 3 is an oldie. But in this game, you basically hide everything. You play as a girl who gets scared, and the objective is to go and hide. I know it sounds, ooh, what's so fun about that? But you also get to fight in the game too, because she apparently magically pulls a bow and arrow out of her ass. Yeah, it was. And you can fight the main entity at the end and stuff like that. But I wish that they would do another Clock Tower game. Please, guys, if you're watching me and you're a game developer, Clock Tower 4, Clock Tower Remake, I don't care. Just Clock Tower, please. Until Dawn was excellent. Love Hayden Panettiere. Love her to death. Evil Within was one of my absolute favorite games of all times. Just there's something about horror games. you don't really, like when you're watching horror movies, you don't really put yourself in them, right? Like you're watching these people, these things happen to other people, and yes, it scares you, but at the same time, you're calm because it's other people, right? But in video games, it's you. Like, you could play as a different character, yes, but it's you. You're the one moving, you're the one doing all the decisions. Alien Isolation, no, but my friend El Manuel bought that game, and I might borrow it from him. I do love the Alien movies, though, by the way. Alien movies are excellent. The newest one pissed me off how it ended, but still, excellent movies. But yeah, Fatal Frame 2 is another one of those really good, scary horror video games. I love every one of them. Even down to the shooter horror games like Fear. It's just... And Alan Wake, if you have not played this game, you are missing out on such a good game. Very good. But yeah, I think that they should continue making horror games. I want to collect them all. They're like Pokemon to me. I want to collect them all. I absolutely love horror genre to begin with. That's why I'm doing vlogs and, talking to you guys. I'm sorry if I don't answer everything. When I get to talking and stuff, I get distracted from what you write. Alan Wake is so good. Yes, it is, Isaac. Love that game. Love it to death. Now I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think about me playing some indie horror games for my channel? Maybe not full walkthroughs like I did with the Outlast games, because nobody wants to watch hour-long videos of, just me, oh, which way do I go? Oh no, I don't know where to go. So I was thinking about doing something like Let's Plays, only like the beginning of the games, and maybe somewhere near the middle of them, just kind of randomly stream and, just do them. I would love for you to play some. Yeah, I'm just curious, because if you guys don't want to see gaming videos on my channel, then, I'll try to put them at a bare minimum. Yes, I do love video games, so yes, you are going to get video game videos. But I just wanted to know from you guys. What's up, Mr. Horror Classics fan? Thank you for joining. I know you got to miss out on the last time I did this, so I'm so glad that you got to join for this one. And like I said, it was supposed to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock, but I do have to take my mom to the doctor's, and that's pretty much going to put me to not being able to do it at all. So I figured now or never. So... But does everyone think that I should play indie games? There's actually one on sale right now. It's called... Shit. Fuck, it just left my mind. You play as a baby, and you have this little bear. And, Among the Sleep. That's it. That's fine, dude, don't worry. Among the Sleep. That, it's on sale for $6 right now. I was going to get it, and then, record or live stream me playing it, just to kind of get my initial reactions. I wish I had a camera for the PlayStation, so you guys could actually see my reactions. I wonder something. This is going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to inject my venom inside you guys, because my phone is dying. I wonder if it'll... Oh, shit. Damn. I'm going to have to move you guys. That's pulling you down. That is bad quality right there. That is very bad quality. Damn. It's not going to work. Move, comic book box. Damn it. Alright. Will you please stay? Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoa. If my phone falls, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for that. My phone was dying. I did not want to just, end the stream on you guys. What I heard Among the Sleep is meant to be good. From what I've seen, it looked really good. And I was just wanting to know if you guys wanted me to play little indie games like that and horror video games that come out in future time, like Evil Within 2 and stuff like that, just to kind of get my reaction. Not full walkthroughs, because not a lot of people liked my walkthrough that I did for Outlast games. So I'm just going to do a play and just kind of see what I first think of it, like I did with Emily Wants to Play. Like, when my first reaction to them, and then that's it, really. But I want to know, what your guys' favorite horror video game of all time is. Silent Hill 4 is mine. You already know because I did a video game review on it. I want there to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Did you guys know that the guy who made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre had passed away? I actually saw it on Facebook this morning before I went to work. One of my friends tagged or made a big message about it. I think his name is Toby Hopper or Todd Hopper or something like that. But that was kind of sad though. But yes, if you get to play as freaking Leatherface, that would be badass. Or if you can even escape as Leatherface. Also, there is that Dead by Daylight game with Michael Myers DLC. Me and my friend Bobby was actually just now talking about that. And my friend El Manuel has actually got the game. I don't know if he'll record him playing it, but I was actually curious about that game myself, because I think that would be really cool to have like a Friday the 13th feel, but you could play as different killers from what I've heard. I personally never really looked anything up on it, so I kind of want to buy the game and just do it. You know what I mean? But we're going to move on. I do want to know what your favorite video games are, so you can comment now. You can comment when the video is done. I just personally want to know what your favorite video games of all time are. But yes, there is something special about horror video games that have a deep connection in my heart. Love them to death. Leatherface is a Mortal Kombat DLC character. I know, and I loved it so much. So was Jason Voorhees. I think also Alien and Predator was a Mortal Kombat DLC character. But let's get on to the good, the bad, the why the fuck did they make that for? The good. Conjuring. Moving on. No, just kidding. Conjuring is one of the best movies of our century. That is a bold statement, and yes, it deserves it. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood is currently my favorite horror game. My favorite horror game of all time is Alan Wake. Those are really great games. I still need to go back and do Until Dawn again. I've beat it twice, but I kind of want to do it again to get the trophies. But yes, first time I played that game, I was on the edge of my seat. I thought I'd done messed up in the decisions I've made. It really gets your heart pumping because you don't have that much time to really react. You're like, shit. But then going back to Alan Wake, this has one of the most beautiful storytelling that I've ever read. This is the first video game. You know, in video games, they'll have random pieces of paper that you can collect and put them in journals, and you can read them, but usually people are like, nah, don't want to take the time to read them. This was the first game I actually took the time to read those, because it was written so well by a novelist. This game was actually written by an actual horror novelist. I don't know his name right off the bat. I'm sure it's on the back of here somewhere, but whoever it was, excellent job on it. They should adapt a Stephen King book into a game. Yes, they should. Gerald's game, that is. I like Leatherface in Mortal Kombat. He was really cool. I loved his finishing moves. The Conjuring is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. It is the main reason why he's my favorite actor. I just fell in love with this movie ever since the first trailer. Movies don't really freak me out too much. I mean, Paranormal Activity really did, the first one, because I didn't know what to expect. And I guess that's what I loved about it, was just the simple fact of, oh shit, what's going to happen now? And when I saw the trailer to this, and that exact scene, I don't know if you guys can see it, where the hands come up behind her and start clapping, I was like, fuck that, I'm outie. But I went to theaters. The movie scared the shit out of me. I absolutely loved it. It has the guy from Office Space in it, that dude right there. So that kind of helped me ease some of the tension. The Horror Classics fan, also great vid earlier. Thank you. I just got done posting the Gunslinger review. If you guys have not checked that out, make sure you check it out the next video. Hopefully, I know Mr. R.L. Spooks. I don't know if you're in here or not, but I know he was looking forward to seeing what I had to say about the book, and he really loved the book. So I kind of hope I don't tear up his reputation or tear up his reputation. But now moving on to the bad. The reason why this was so good is because it was freaking scary, had a perfect ending, everyone got to live. I mean, it was just beautifully done. Beautifully done, directed by James Wan. Now for the bad. Lazarus Effect. This was not a hard choice. I'm like looking at my movies going, which one was bad? Now, I immediately grabbed this son's a bitch right off my shelf. And like I said, don't give me any hate comments, because what I love and what I hate is my own personal opinion, and someone out there probably is absolutely in love with this movie, and they have a right to, because it was creepy. It had a pretty decent story to it. Ed and Lorraine Warren are such good characters. Yes, they are. And if you want to see something that'll scare the shit out of you, watch the special features with the interview with the actual people. That shit is scary. What are your thoughts on Gwendy's Button Box? Still haven't read it yet. I know, one of the thinnest books of all time. Still haven't read it yet. I'm excited for it though. Like, I'm a little excited, a little skeptic, because newer Stephen King stuff doesn't seem to be as great as his older stuff. This is based on other people's reactions to it, because I think somebody had also commented on it and said that it was okay, but they love their older stuff back. You haven't seen Lazarus Effect. What's it about? It's actually, if I can remember correctly, these people... Shit, I don't even hardly remember. I'll read the back of it for you. A group of researchers led by Frank and his fiancée Zoe have achieved an unimaginable bringing the dead back to life, because they were trying to work on this serum to bring this dog who is dead back to life. When Zoe is accidentally electrocuted in a horrific accident, Frank and his team use their experimental serum to resurrect her. But their attempt goes horribly wrong, unleashing terrifying powers within Zoe that put all of their lives in grave danger. It does have a hidden story in the movie, like you learn about her past and stuff. And yes, there is quite a bit of really good scary scenes in the movie, but ultimately what threw me off of it is the ending. Like I said, horror movies with their endings. That's the only thing that really threw me off about this. I like the movie American Werewolf in London. We actually discussed that in our last video, and it's still on my to-watch list. So, but don't you worry. Starting September 1st, I'm going to go on a straight-up horror movie marathon. I'm going to watch one scary movie per day from the 1st of September to the very last of October, like I do every year. Also, did you see The Bye-Bye Man earlier this year? No, I didn't, because my brother told me it was absolutely horrible and not to watch it. I'm going to watch it anyway because my brother said it was bad, but then yet I have a friend at work that said he liked it. So that's what I'm saying. Everyone is different. So I want to see it and give my own personal opinion towards it. American Werewolf in London, I heard, is like one of the most detailed werewolf movies ever made in existence. But yeah, this movie, the ending threw me off. If they make a Lazarus Effect 2, which, based on... It is, in opinion, bad. That's what I heard. I've heard majority of people said that it wasn't a great movie. So I was skeptic about watching it. When I saw the trailer to it, I was like, they'll make horror movies out of anything anymore. Next up, they'll be like the Hello, Hello Man, the sequel. Mr. Rogers. But Lazarus Effect, I liked the movie for the whole beginning. Once it got to midpoint, I kind of was like, man, I hope this ends well. And then it gets to that certain point where I'm like, man, I just wasted some of my time. But hopefully they'll make a part 2 and completely make me love the story. Horror movies are also good at doing that. They start off with a story and end it shitty. But then they make a second one. Your marathon sounds cool. I am starting high school this year, so I am going to have a marathon of homework. Nice. I hate school. Well, that's bad for me to say, because there's kids, watching this. But like, he hates school. Why should I stay in school? School is important, and I do see the good that comes with being in school. But I personally never had a good school experience, so I'm not one to say, hey, go school, go green. For me, I just did the best that I could do, and that was all that I could do. But I do understand how you feel. Back when I was in school, I had to really watch what I did. I did homework. I had to, do all kinds of the chores and stuff. And then I was able to squeeze maybe a movie, like one movie a week. Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, I was only able to squeeze like one movie a week. Except for the last 3 days before Halloween, like the 2 days and then Halloween, I was able to like movie marathon. My mom let me stay up late and just watch scary movie after scary movie. It was a good memory. Stephen King books helped a lot along the way. When I was in school, I had a couple of classes that I didn't really need because I had enough points to graduate with. So instead, I would use one of the classes to do my homework for other classes and like study for tests and stuff like that for the other classes. And then when it came to the end of the day, because the other class I didn't need was at the end of the day, I straight up read Stephen King books the entire time I was in there. And back then, I was able to like fan through those books. I probably could have finished The Gunslinger in one day. Now it takes me forever. But yeah, that was the good. This was the bad. Now get ready for the what the hell. And that I have to give to a movie called Tokyo Gore Police. Have you guys ever seen that monstrosity of a movie? You think that's pretty smart, but it didn't work the same in the UK. I'm sure a lot of things are different in UK. I have no personal knowledge of UK because I don't have any friends that I know of there and anything like that. So I'm sure things are a lot different. Stephen King is the god of horror literature. He is. That's why he's my favorite. Like when I had to do book reports, I heard that his reputation alone. He's like, everyone says, oh, you want to read something scary, you should read Stephen King. He is a messed up individual. That's all I heard growing up. So for school, I wasn't allowed to read those books, so that's why I stuck with Goosebumps, which of course now a bunch of Goosebumps books are banned from schools. But the first book I ever had my mom read to me, agreed, the horror classic man. The first actual book I ever had my mom read to me, besides, when I was a kid and stuff, was Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. It was a short story collection, so it was easier for her to read the stories to me. And I could still remember to this day, 1408 scared the living heck out of me. Like, when I was a kid, I could not get that story out of my mind. It freaked me out so bad. But that drew me in. Like, whatever scares me draws me in. What was your first Stephen King? Mine was It. Well, Everything's Eventual. But for movie-wise, the very first one I ever saw was It. So, because I heard that it was the scariest of the scariest of the scariest. So I watched the movie It, and I was like, well, I can see where people thought it was scary, but I thought it was more comical, to be honest. That's why I can't freaking wait until September the 8th. Because that one's going to be the movie that I should have seen. You know what I mean? Like, if you say, hey, you want to watch a really scary movie, watch Stephen King's It from 1990. No. If you want to see something really scary, watch Stephen King's It from 2017. Because that's going to be freaking scary. But if you guys, 1408 is a good movie, but the short story is so much more amazing. It is. It really is. There's a big difference between the book and the movie. But I'm going to save all that for book versus movie. And for those of you who are wondering, because nobody mentioned it, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but my shirt my aunt got me, it says Taco Cat, spelled backwards, is also Taco Cat. Random. It's not like funny. It's just like not scary. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's not really scary. It's more haha joke. Like when the clown showed up and did his thing, it was more ha ha ha, and not enough. But let me get back on track here, guys. Tokyo Gore Police. Have you guys ever seen that movie? If not, it's about, honest to God, I don't even know what it was about. Like, an alien infestation hits this town of Tokyo, and, like, the people started mutating into these weird, like, creatures, like women's vaginas had, like, it was like a mouth cocoon thing, and it would open up and, like, bite people. It was like a gigantic cocoon thing. It was like... The book is by far better, but hopefully on September 8th. Yes. And then, of course, the police guy, his penis becomes this gigantic cannon-like thing. Like, really, what the hell? And he goes all through town, he's like, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. And I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Like, really? If you like off the freaking wall, random ass horror-ish movies, watch Tokyo Gore Police. I promise you, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be like, the hell did I just watch? So we got The Good. This movie sounds stupid. Oh, trust me. I couldn't even begin to tell you exactly what it's about. I've never heard of this movie. It sounds messed up. Is it bad, good, or just messed up? It's just messed up. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just one of those movies that you want to tell your friend. You're going to be like, hey, dude, you remember Tokyo Gore Police? And the dude's going to be like, shut up. Because that's an experience you just don't want to remember. But yeah, The Good for The Conjuring. Conjuring's one of the best movies on the planet. I think, when you mention, like, what's a really good scary movie to watch? Usually you want to recommend, like, older movies, like Child's Play or Scream, the classics. But I would highly recommend The Conjuring. I think that this is a classic, like a modern classic. That's what I'm going to call it, a modern day classic. But yeah, Lazarus Effect, if you liked it, no offense to you guys. I just didn't care for it. It does have kind of a sad story to it, but at the same time, it's just, I really think that they didn't do a good job in it at all. And I think the actor that played Tate in American Horror Story is in it. I don't know if you guys could see him or not. Get that good picture going. He's like sitting in the chair. I think that's him. I could be wrong. I don't know his real name or else I'd tell you. Yep, best horror movie of the decade. I truly agree. But yeah, that's my horror vlog for today, guys. What did you think? Did you like it? Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about? Mentioned for video games, Among the Sleep. I'm thinking about buying it. I did buy 2 indie, or actually I bought 3. I bought that Little Nightmares game, which I don't think it's really horror. I just think it's kind of like a kid-friendly horror, kind of like Goosebumps kind of themed game. I bought Amnesia, which there's several other YouTubers out there that played that game, but everyone says that that's one of the scariest games ever made, so I kind of want to play it. I've never watched anything on it, so if you guys want to see me do just like live stream stuff like that, let me know, please. What other Stephen King movies have you got since your last video? The newest one I was able to find was Stand By Me. Stand By Me, and I was able to pick up Cell, which I haven't watched or read the book. But yeah, I added those 2 here pretty recently to my collection. I've seen Stand By Me. That was really good. That was one of the books that I could not finish. Sorry for that random clap. I killed a gnat. So, yeah, I'm a murderer. You just witnessed it live on YouTube. I like this vlog a lot. Have you seen the Alien Covenant? Yes, and the ending pissed me off royally. It's my favorite actor. That dude knows how to play anything. Cell is so bad that it becomes funny. Really? Like, I've heard nothing of it. Oh, and here's a little fun fact. The very first Stephen King book I ever owned was The Cell. I'll get it for you guys. Uh-oh, fat guy has to get up. Whatever shall we do? Yeah. That's the very first book I ever got in my collection for Stephen King. My aunt bought it for me for Christmas. Because I was at her house. I didn't know much about Stephen King at all. And my uncle, he has all the books displayed in a glass case. The book Cell I really liked. He has all the books in a glass case, which I wish I had room in my room for a glass display of Stephen King books, because they deserve it. But, yeah, I was interested in reading this book. This was the one I picked up off of his shelf and started reading. I got like 20, 30 pages in, and I just stopped. You like my new YouTube pick? Yes, I do. Pennywise the Clown. That new actor's going to be freaking scary as hell. Don't spend... Oh, that's not a comment. My brother texted me. I was like, what? What does Amazon have to do with this live stream? Is the book good? The horror classics fan. Oh, why is it coming up? Oh, the horror classic. I get you. Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves. Pay no mind to me. I like it. Yeah, I've never read it, so I can't really give you guys my own opinion. But I've been wanting to read this one forever. So, but yeah. Very first Stephen King book I ever got. That about wraps things up. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna save up and add more details and stuff in the next vlog. My next vlog, I'm going to probably do. I'm gonna try to at least do it the next Tuesday. Let me think. Actually, it might take me a while to read a couple things, get more videos up. So, would Thursday be okay with you guys? I mean, I'm not going to be home until about 5 o'clock my time. But I'm thinking about doing the Horror Vlog 3 on Thursday. Would that be okay with everybody? Let me know in the comments below. Below. But remember, tell me what your favorite video game is. I like the Fatal Frame 2. Wish I owned the first one. It's like $50 for the first one. Yeah, that's fine, dude. Clock Tower 3. Please make another Clock Tower game. Please. For the love of God. Like, this game is great. I really did love Clock Tower 3. Never played the others, though. Evil Within 2 comes out October. Can't wait for that. Thursday sounds great. Okay, everyone's approving Thursday. So Thursday, I want to say 5 o'clock my time, but you know how plans go, especially in my life. If I make a plan, it seems like a higher presence wants to rain shit down upon me. But thank you guys so much for taking part. Thank you guys so much for taking time to watching this. If you missed the live stream and you went back, clicked the video, watched the whole video, and you got to this point, thank you so much for taking the time to watching this. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really, really do. And I'm having so much fun. Horror has always been a big part of my life. Not because, you know, oh, I get the jerk while people killing each other. You know, it's not about that. It's just the creativity. It's the story within. You have to really see the beauty within. The evil within. See what I did there? Thank you guys so much. Remember, if you have not seen these movies, don't take my word for it. If you want to go watch Tokyo Gore Police, that's on you. I am not held responsible for that, okay? That is your life-changing event. But thank you guys so much, and see you in the next video. Dooskies.